Happy Valentine's Day. Good Friday morning, the coldest morning of the season so far, and a record breaking morning as well. Here's a look outside. Quality Group camera from CC Heights. Time-lapse watch the wee hours of the morning there, and the steam from the physical plant there to kind of be getting trapped underneath an inversion in the atmosphere. See that fumigation of steam surrounding the Med City, but now things are starting to change. We're seeing that inversion lifting. The winds out of the south are beginning to pick up and starting to see temperatures climb, and that is as warmer air comes in. And so some improvement. Temperatures have moved up 12 degrees already. Here it is 9:30 on this Friday morning, looking now live. What a beautiful looking day. This is our Quality Group camera from the studio at Signal Hill. Winds 13 miles per hour. They're going to get stronger, though. Another couple of hours, we're going to start seeing gusts beyond 20 miles per hour. And then through the afternoon and especially the evening, we're talking 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. So much windier situation today, but that is, again, that warmer air coming back. Now, here is the weather almanac. This goes hour by hour. At 6 o'clock this morning, we tied the record, but I am getting information from the Weather Service. We'll see this later in a statement issued later. Between the hours, we did briefly touch 24 degrees below zero. That would stand as a record for today, the coldest Valentine's Day in Rochester history. 12 degrees above zero is the average, incidentally. So we were way below that, and 28 is the typical temperature this time of the year. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Today, a cold situation. We're talking about some really frigid sunshine, but the prospect of a big warm-up is on its way. We have got Byron in the house back there. He's working feverishly, doing something important, I'm sure. It's one of those days. I've actually had a couple of Valentine's cookies already, too, trying to make the day a little sweeter after a very cold morning here and on the weather patio. But anyway, this morning we're talking about temperatures slowly warming up a little bit. We've been as cold as 24 below now, actually. We'll see that statistic on our graphic change here. I think sometime later today. Sometimes it takes a while to calculate those things and spit out the numbers, but especially when it's between the hours. They come in every 6 hours. They will update the almanac with the previous 6 hours maximum and minimum. And if it happens on the hour, it's fine. If it's between hours, you have to wait for the 6 hour stretch of time to elapse. Anyway, 11 below right now in Rochester. It's 9 below in Mason City. 10 degrees below zero in Preston. Again, it feels like 32 below zero, though. We still have a wind chill advisory for another half hour that goes until 9 o'clock this morning, or until rather 10 o'clock this morning. 32 below the wind chill in Rochester, Mason City 28 below zero. Right now, Preston 28 below zero. The winds to the west starting to get a little bit stronger, seeing signs of that. That is a warm front that's approaching, so we're going to see those 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. So see some of this in our day planner, too. Notice these average wind speeds per hour, 20 miles per hour by 3 o'clock. Pretty breezy stuff, and even stronger than that by around 7 o'clock. And overnight tonight, we may see some 40 to 45 mile per hour gusts. That will cause some issues, though. It may cause some blowing snow. But satellite radar, there's a storm system approaching from the northwest. It will graze our area to the north, drawing in that warmth ahead of it, but also eventually bringing us a couple of flurries perhaps by first thing tomorrow, but nothing really more than that at this point. Wind chill advisory again that goes until 10, North Iowa, and a wind chill warning again for just a few more minutes as well. Windy and colder this afternoon and tonight. Blowing snow concerns, that's a big issue. We're not excited about that aspect of this, but the temperatures will be climbing through the night, and then tomorrow low 30s for high temperatures. Regionally, a lot of sub-zero readings to the east, to the west. There's the source of the warmth, Valentine, Nebraska, appropriate in Valentine's Day. The heartwarming spot on the map there is 22 above zero, the warmest on the map, and I suppose it's appropriate that in Valentine's Day, Valentine, Nebraska, a place that's kind of out there, is the place to be, I guess. 21 by this time tomorrow, so 24-hour forecast change. Watch these temperatures continue to move up nicely. Some Valentine's Day-like colors on that map as well, which is kind of fun, I guess. Just a quirk of the program, but sometimes the computer's working for us here. Clouds will increase tonight. Gusty winds, temperatures cruising from the teens, eventually to the low 20s. As that front passes through the area, a little energy with that will trigger maybe a very brief light snow shower or flurry around 9 or 10 in the morning. Afternoon looks a little sunnier tomorrow, at least occasional sunshine. Kind of a raw breeze, though. Wind chills in the low and mid 20s, highs themselves in the low 30s. Less wind, more sun on Sunday, but a colder day with temperatures only in the mid 20s. So snowfall forecast again, a trace amount tomorrow. Looking way up north and northwoods of Wisconsin. Maybe a minor coating of the system early tomorrow. Another system comes in on Monday for us. A couple of inches of snow possible. Also, as we warm up above freezing or right to the freezing point, we may see some freezing rain for a period of time or two, maybe a few minutes, maybe a couple of hours. But we're going to be watching that on Monday afternoon. Then we'll see that system move out late Monday night. Tuesday looks a little bit drier and breezier and colder. And in the middle of next week, we're looking at more of those dry but chilly conditions. The European version of that, again, kind of the same story on Monday. It looks like an inch or two of snowfall for us, and then drier weather for the most part for the middle of next week. Next round of snow, maybe late next Friday, but that's about a week away. But nothing major really in the horizon as it stands right now. 11 in Rochester, 14 Mason City, 16 in Winona. Bright sunshine, but a gusty breeze this afternoon, up to at times 30 miles per hour. 8 degrees, will be around 7 or 8 this evening. Temperatures climb to the low 20s by tomorrow morning, but blowing snow, a big concern. 40-mile-per-hour gusts all night, and then tomorrow flurries early, and then some gradual clearing, but a breezy, cool day. 32, but feeling like the 20s. And look at those temperatures, more often than good than bad in the next 7 days. In other words, at or above the seasonal average. No, really cold Arctic weather. But I do think next Wednesday morning stands a chance of being slightly below zero, but for just a few hours. And then we'll see things improving by next weekend. Let's say, in fact, the long range, like next weekend, that 7, 10, 12-day outlook, we're going to start seeing more 30s and 20s as we get closer to the beginning of March. But again, that's not unusual considering the average high is 28 right now. I see 30 for a couple of days in a row. That's the law of averages. You have a couple of days below zero, a couple of days in the 30s, and it evens out. 28 is the average this time of the year. In the meantime, stay warm today and have a great Valentine's Day and a great weekend, everybody. See you right back here on Monday.